I have to say that she looks ridiculously cute in this outfit.
It looks like... Yeah, this looks like a little life preserver.
It does. It looks like it's a day at the beach in the 1920s.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, I'm Red Snapper.
And I'm Mr. Snapper.
And welcome to Project Nutmeg. Today's episode is called Why We Hate Spaying Our Dogs. And no, it's not because we're against it. We're very much for it.
What we hate is the stress, the procedure itself, the anesthesia, the post-op recovery. It's a lot every time.
At least our boy dogs, Buster and now Chowder, were already neutered before they joined our pack. I hear boy dogs can be very tricky.
On the recovery?
Yes, on the recovery. They can be challenging.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the beginning. Our first dogs, Holly and Piper, were Dalmatians, and we didn't spay them. We thought it wasn't necessary. They weren't out roaming the neighborhood, so why bother?
We're not going to let them out to go get knocked up.
No.
We were young and poor, and information could be hard to come by. The internet was in its infancy. There were no YouTube videos telling you to spay your dog.
It was pretty much just Bob Barker reminding you to spay or neuter your pet at the end of The Price is Right. And I don't know if he was even doing it then.
And please remember, help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered.
Barker. We learned things the hard way. Dogs go into heat about twice a year, and it's messy. It's stressful. And it doesn't just go away.
We tried containment options. Well, the only containment option that really existed at that time. So back in the olden days, before maxi pads had adhesive on the back, they were secured with this belt situation. We bought some kind of ugly vinyl thong for Holly that reminded me of the vintage ads for those old belts that hold the pads.
Right, so we had to tuck the pad inside the vinyl thong belt. It was like tucking those travel tissues back into the package. That was before they made fancy Velcro dog panties for female dogs.
Yeah, there are many other options available now. And Holly hated that thong. So did we. We said never again.
So then we adopted the doodlebug after our older Dalmatian Holly passed. Holly had tumors around her mammaries, which can happen if you don't spay your dog, and she doesn't get pregnant.
And we wouldn't let them get pregnant.
No, we wouldn't.
No.
We were at least that responsible.
Right. Plus, our unaltered females had a unique kind of aggression that wasn't great. Doodle was aggressive with Buster, and that motivated us to scrape together the money for an adult spay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Holly and Piper had that aggression, and I do have some scars from prying them apart.
Whew. But Doodle was the first of our dogs that we took for a spay.
Right. Between Holly's tumors and the aggression from all of our unaltered girls, we were motivated to do the right thing with Doodle. Getting her spayed, the actual procedure was pretty straightforward. Although she was part pit bull. So I say it was pretty straightforward, but she was part pit bull, and apparently pit bulls have tougher muscle or tougher ligaments or something that you have to, it's a little trickier apparently to spay. That's what the vet told us. Adult pits. That's what the vet told us, at least.
Yeah, that's what the vet told us. We were nervous, of course. Honestly, we'd gotten more anxious about anesthesia as we got older. When Chowder had his first dental cleaning, his heart rate dropped, and the vet flagged that specific type of anesthesia as an issue. That was scary.
Yeah, for sure. But back then, dropping Doodle off for the procedure was relatively easy.
Relative to the recovery. That was way more stressful. You're supposed to keep your dog calm for 10 to 14 days. Telling that to a manic dog who just got home from surgery, she stripped off her e-collar almost immediately.
I mean, you worry constantly. Are they licking the wound? Are they going to pop a stitch? Are they going to jump off the couch and undo all the healing? And we were both working outside the home at that time. We couldn't monitor our four-legged demon.
And then there was Coca. She kept her cone on, but she was bouncing off the walls. She would get very excited whenever Amazon or UPS dropped off a package. Lots of running around and barking. There's really no way to explain, please rest quietly, to a young dog who's used to doing that.
Right. So with Nutmeg, we tried new tools, a soft donut collar and a DIY post-op suit. Red made the outfit, which looked like a tube top with shoulder straps. That combo worked really well, especially once we were past the first few days.
And now, there's Pepper. You might not think it to look at her right now, but she's high energy, athletic, and very creative when it comes to jumping on furniture she shouldn't. She came through the surgery fine, but the recovery period is still the hardest part.
We started with the cone, with the E-collar. Then we moved to this soft collar for comfort. This is Nutmeg's donut. We also bought 2 actual post-op suits that snap up the back. There's no seam over the suture site. And not just for the sutures, protecting that, but also, you know, when you first bring the dog home, there might be a little bit of oozing or a little bit of blood or whatever from the suture site. That way, if they lay down on your couch or something, they're not oozing onto your couch. So
yes, and an important thing with these suits is they need to be long enough that they fit the length of the dog and loose enough that they're not pressed up against the incision site. So this is adorable, and she's obviously very comfortable.
Yeah. And what I said about the oozing, that shouldn't be like, it shouldn't keep oozing. That's very important.
Right. Like day one, there's a little bit of seepage. There may be a little, but you really have to monitor the site. We rotate the suits to keep things clean, and we check the incision every day. We have to check to make sure that it's not swollen or hot, or there's a lot of oozing. I mean, getting into Scabsville.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
There may be some scabbing on it, and sometimes some of the scab material will transfer.
That's true.
That's different from oozing.
We can't monitor Nutmeg constantly. Chowder is not as interested in cleaning the baby, but Nutmeg is like 100% mama dog with Pepper. She'll clean her ears and she'll clean her face. She'll clean her, you know,
bathroom zones.
Her bathroom zones, like a mama dog would. But likewise, there's that concern that Nutmeg might start licking the wound, right? And Nutmeg can be an obsessive licker. So there's a concern there that she could reopen the wound, right? If we can't keep an eye on the dogs 24/7,
we have fabric protecting.
We know that there's protection there that's going to keep her safe. So
yes.
Otherwise, we're obsessive dog owners at this point, but I can't imagine trying to just monitor constantly the dogs. That would be like a level of obsessive, compulsive nonsense that would just not be good or healthy for us.
It could be clinical.
It could be.
It could be clinical.
It could be clinical.
Yeah, so, or it could become clinical.
It could become clinical. We don't want to be that obsessive.
No, we just canceled our engagements or didn't plan anything for 2 weeks so that we could
be home.
Be home, and we know that she's crazy.
Sure.
We're constantly on edge. One wrong jump, one moment unattended, and we could be headed back to the vet. And she's an instigator. She is so eager to get Nutmeg and Chowder to chase her. She's been trying to get Chowder to wrestle with her for the past few days. And it's like,
she has, yeah.
Bro.
Especially today. So as we're getting close to the end of her run of pain medication, she's really starting to come alive as far as like trying to instigate games and stuff.
Yes.
Like today she was chasing Chowder through the house. It's like, calm down, stop running. But yeah, she's definitely feeling her oats.
Even though you might not think it right now.
No, she's pretty snoozy right now.
Based on this.
Welcome to Project Nutmeg ASMR. And that might be because we're also using Trazodone this time. So Trazodone is a mild vet-prescribed sedative that helps keep the dog calm without totally knocking them out. And she's not, as snoozy as she is right now, this is not totally knocked out.
This is not totally knocked out, but it was heaven this morning after her Trazodone. Oh, she slept in. It was great.
Yeah. Trazodone is often used for anxiety or post-surgical recovery to prevent too much activity. It was Coca's daily chill pill, especially during fireworks season. It helps take the edge off. It helps take the edge off without completely knocking the dog out.
That's true.
You get the right dosage and the dog is still the dog. They're just not hiding underneath the bed or bouncing off the walls.
Right. And Coca did have anxiety.
Oh yeah, big time.
So we kept her on a daily chill pill, but it was a low enough dosage that it just took the edge off. When we gave her the full dose, she was passed out under the bed, drooling.
That was very worrying.
That was very worrying.
So, yeah,
that was fireworks season, though.
That was fireworks season.
That would support her. With this one, we tried, the first day we gave her the full dose, we tried a half dose just to see, is this going to be enough? Because we are in favor of using the least amount of medication that would get the intended result. Finish your antibiotics.
Yeah.
Finish antibiotics.
To be clear, with the Trazodone in particular, we want to make sure that we're giving just the right amount and not too much.
And for our own pain medication, I don't need to take 5 ibuprofen. If I get some relief with one,
sure,
then I just need some relief.
Yeah, but we can't tell how well pain medication is working with the dog.
Exactly.
As opposed to Trazodone.
Exactly. So we give her the full dose of pain medication, but we temper how much Trazodone we give her based on how she is behaving. And she has enough energy to run through the house, even though we don't want her to.
Yeah. It's a good dose. She's on the dose that the vet prescribed. And
yes.
It's perfect. So.
Yes. So yes, we support spaying. It's the right choice for a lot of reasons. Health, longevity, and avoiding unwanted litters. Still hate it.
Still hate stressful. Still hate it. Spaying your dog also has long-term health benefits. It reduces the risk of uterine infections, lowers the chance of mammary cancer, and completely eliminates the risk of ovarian issues.
But do we enjoy it? Absolutely not.
It's nerve-wracking, yeah.
Every single time, no matter how prepared you think you are, it's always harder than you expect. And the older we get, the tougher this is. It's like the older you get, the more you value life.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh no, something could happen. Where with Doodle, it's like, here you go, take her, we'll get her later, we're fine.
And we've had a series of like bad vet visits that were like nothing that we could have foreseen or prevented.
Or the vet couldn't have seen or prevented those things.
With Doodle, it was the anemia that came out of nowhere. Didn't know what was causing it. We did a course of treatment, steroids, all the stuff, and it just, in the end, it wasn't enough, and we lost Doodle. For Buster, he had cancer. He had bone cancer. There was nothing.
He had the jaw cancer before that we had to get him through. Care of. But in the end, he had the bone cancer.
And there's nothing we could do. And then with Coca, it's the same thing. It was the spleen cancer, which is very fast-moving, very aggressive.
And we discovered it the night before.
Yeah. So we've become very hair-trigger when it comes to vet issues and, like, concerned about, like, okay, don't do anything to cause your suture to reopen and we have to take you back to the vet. Let's just stay chill.
Yeah, that's true, because we have more XP with negative experience. Yeah, negative outcomes, having to make choices.
Yeah.
Or endure surprises.
So yeah, we need Trazodone because now we're high anxiety.
We need Trazodone with this whole thing.
So if you're going through it with your own dog, we get it. You're not alone. Now we're very fortunate because we do our day jobs. We're able to work from home and we can't keep an eye on the dogs. Not everyone can do that. Yeah. When Doodlebug and Coca were spayed, we were working outside of the home, and so we know that stress as well. The one thing that I will say is this combination of the soft cone and the surgical suit works really well. Because they can't strip out of the surgical suit. It's done up the back. It's not something they can wriggle out of. This is a great solution. And also the soft cone is not nearly as annoying as the hard cone. Now she can still she can groom herself. She can reach her bathroom areas to groom, but she can't reach the suture spot with the donut.
And it's a case-by-case basis.
Case-by-case basis.
If you are working outside of the home and your dog winds up being altered, that's another term they use, spayed or neutered, they may need to keep that hard cone. I say hard. It's a flexible,
but yeah,
clear cone. They may need to keep that on, and you may need to put something, a tube top, a surgical suit, something over that area to be sure they can't get to it. There are some dogs who are so long that they require the e-collar, the donut, and a surgical suit because their body is so long.
They can everything.
Exactly.
I think Chowder's kind of like that.
I think so.
He's a long boy, and he can reach. He can curl himself up pretty good. So.
And that would be in his schlorping zone.
Yeah, for sure. And maybe that's part of the reason why boy dogs are such a nightmare. It's like getting to your belly is, dogs can do it, but it's still difficult. But getting to the schlorping zone, it's like boy dogs, that's just what they do. That's just
they schlorp.
They schlorp.
Oh, Chowdy. We'll keep you posted on how Pepper's healing up. Fingers crossed that the donut stays on and the stitches stay in, and we're obsessively here with her to try to keep her under control.
Yeah, and let us know what you think. Are we crazy? No, you don't have to tell us. We already know. Yes, we are. What are your tactics to keep spayed and neutered pets chill while recovering? When did you first discover, like, oh wait, this is something I should actually do? Because look, there are plenty of people who are like, I'm never going to neuter my dog. I'm not going to cut it. He wouldn't cut my balls off. I'm not going to cut his balls off.
Well, maybe you should get your balls cut off. With an attitude like that, fella.
But I mean, it's a thing. What do you think about spaying and neutering? And if you came to it a little bit late, like we did, what changed your mind? What made you think this is the right thing to do? Leave us a comment below. We'd like to hear what you have to say.
And there are low-cost resources out there. That is something worth noting because we were young and poor for a long time.
Yeah.
Until we were like almost middle-aged and poor.
Yeah, when we had Holly and Piper, we were also living pretty rural as well. So cities, in our experience, cities tend to have those like free spay and neuter clinics that'll pop up. And you can, you go online, schedule an appointment, go get your dog taken care of.
Apply with your financial records.
Exactly.
To show that and we're in a big city. We've lived in a few big cities.
Yep.
There are better resources in big cities for that kind of thing because there is a larger issue with
strays in particular. Dallas has a huge problem with stray dogs.
Yes. So there are places for free and low cost spay and neuter, but you can't just show up and say, here's my dog. Would you take his testes, please? Please. Would you like some testes? You can't do that.
No.
It all has to be scheduled because there is stuff to do before they get spayed. You have to make sure that the dog fasts and make sure that, you're checking all of the boxes. But there are options out there.
And it's doable and you can do it.
Yes.
We believe in you.
We believe in you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and boop that bell for notifications. And you'll see us next time. Bye.
Bye.